take you out to a nice seafood dinner. But your card's right. I'll even call you again.
And we're starting.
Hey, welcome back to this episode of Books with Broz. We're returning for the laws of power, the 48 laws of power.
48 laws of power.
We're starting with law number 10.
Today's book report starts with law number 10. Infection and how to avoid them. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Basically, don't hang out with bums.
Coolers.
What?
Don't
You
hang
can
out with
die
coolers.
from someone else's misery. Emotional states are as infectious as diseases. And let me tell you about some infectious diseases. I know all about them. Anyway, you may feel you are helping the drowning man, but you are only participating in your own disaster. The unfortunate sometimes draw misfortune on themselves. They also draw it on you. Associate with the happy and fortunate instead.
Yeah, get in here, big guy. Get in here, big guy. Yeah.
Spread out.
You're the pretty looking guy. Come on, man.
I don't
of
want
course.
I'll wear
Of
a
course.
mask, dude. I'll mask up my own
You're gonna
house.
mask up?
I'll mask up my own house.
You're gonna
hey, guys,
mask
COVID's
up?
not over, all right?
Yeah, right.
You can die from someone else's misery.
Okay.
Emotional states are as infectious as diseases. You may feel you are helping a drowning man, but you are only participating in your own disaster. The unfortunate sometimes draw misfortune on themselves. They will also draw it on you. Associate with the happy and unfortunate said. There was like a couple of hyphenated words in there. I'm proud of myself.
Yes.
Fellas?
Getting better every week. I
Fellas?
can't wait to hear you read, buddy.
Soon enough, we're going to know how to read. No, I'm just joking. Keys of power.
Today, Junior.
Those misfortunes among us.
Shout out Billy Madison.
Shout out Billy Madison.
Shout out not knowing how to read. You're the real cool guys. All right.
I don't read. Cool.
I listen.
Do you?
No. No, it's a real problem. Like in meetings, just sleeping.
Bro, dude. You are one of the loudest people in the room for a reason.
Those misfortunates among us who have been brought down by circumstances beyond their control deserve all the help and sympathy we can give them. But there are others who are not born to misfortune or unhappiness, but who draw it upon themselves by their destructive actions and unsettling effect on others. It would be a great thing if we could raise them up, change their patterns, but more often than not, they're fucked, is basically.
Cut them loose and
More often than not,
sometimes
it's
you
their
gotta
own patterns that end up
sometimes
getting
you got to
this
sail somebody down the river for a little bit. You
inside
can pick
and
them up later.
changing us. The reason is simple. Humans are extremely susceptible to the moods, emotions, and even the ways of thinking of those with whom they spend their time. Ooh. Understand this. In the game of power, the people you associate with are critical. The risk of associating with infectors is that you will waste valuable time and energy trying to free yourself. Through a kind of guilt by association, you will also suffer in the eyes of others. Never underestimate the dangers of infection. There is only one solution to infection. It's fucking, what is that? Penicillin.
Penicillin. Here's a lot of infections.
My bad.
what if you're
Maybe the
allergic to
government was
penicillin?
right. Maybe the government was right,
amoxicillin.
guys.
That's
Apparently
that's
it's
the same thing.
apparently it's
You're just
quarantine.
gonna die.
It's stay inside away from the public. Quarantine. So maybe they were right about COVID.
What?
Right there. Quarantine.
There is only one solution to infection: quarantine. Yep, that's in the book. I checked it out.
So that's why fucking
Fact check.
So
That's why
fact
Fauci.
check.
So take your asshole
Fact
friend, lock him in a closet.
for years.
No, it's
Just feed him in a
quarantine
tube
until
under
he
the door.
snaps
He's got
out
to
of it.
I guess.
suckle on a tube,
I guess.
and you feed him, and little does he
It's
know.
dark in there. You're at least
that
giving him
tube.
soup.
We'll slide him a sandwich.
Oh my god, dude, I'm watching the transformation. He's turning evil.
Yeah, no, it's gonna happen.
Yeah, dude. He's
We're only
he's
gonna get
full
through this
blood.
first book, and then he's gonna be gone to the wild.
Yeah, dude,
His wife's gonna be like,
seriously.
"Where the fuck is he?" I'll be like, "Oh, you're his manager. You tell me."
As soon as I heard that conch shell, I'm coming.
We're just gonna steal the fucking Minnesota Vikings.
Books with Broz. Assemble.
They fucked us up yesterday. That was tough, dude. It was
I
a
didn't
tough
watch
game.
I haven't watched one.
That's what I thought you were doing, because the
Football
Vikings
game.
were wearing all white. Everybody in the crowd was wearing all white. Yeah. It was
Did you
cool.
Kill a Yeti? A polar bear?
By the time you recognize the problem, it is often too late. How can you protect yourself against such insidious viruses? The answer lies in judging people on the effects they have on the world and not on the reasons they give for their problems. Man, I promise, man. It's just my dick doesn't work because my asshole's too cute. You know, those kind of excuses.
Oh, yeah, of course. Fire
You know,
Island
the
again.
classic excuses.
What kind of fucking world do you live in,
I
bud?
don't know, dude. I start reading, my brain starts fucking fluttering. It's awesome.
Yeah, I could tell.
It's cool.
You were crazy.
I'm a real problem at work. Anyway, infectors can be recognized by the
I
misfortunate.
would have never known.
They draw the misfortune. I always sigh more misfortune. Damn you.
Fortune!
The misfortune they draw on themselves, their turbulent past, their long line of broken relationships, their unstable careers, and ooh, they
Wait,
put a
was that
little.
a
I thought
hyphenated word?
they put a little stank on that but they just misprinted.
Yeah.
It's like the H had a little stank on it. I'm like,
Wait,
I don't
was
know.
that misfortune hyphenated word?
Yeah, it was. I thought
So
it was.
was-
I thought it was
so was
misfortunate.
miseries.
My brain went ahead of myself, and I
So
thought it
was
was going to be
miseries.
misfortunate.
He got two miss hyphens.
Turbulent. I got. No, turbulent was good. So suck
Turbulent juice.
Suck my turbulent juice, dude.
Sex
The very force of their character, which sweeps you up and makes you lose your virginity. Your reason, my bad. Misprint again. Hyphen.
Hyphen, okay, dude.
Be forewarned by these signs of an infector. Learn to see the discontent in their eye. Most important of all, do not take pity. Do not enmeshy. Yeah, this is a tough one, fellas.
That's what you get, man. You
I'm
tripped
fu-
yourself
Hey.
up, dog. You got cocky.
If I
You got
had a
penis
Twitter,
in-
it would say borderline retard. That would be who I am.
Don't worry. We'll put
Can
that
read and
fashion
write.
under you right
Can
now
read,
in the
write,
video.
and drive.
Yeah, check.
Borderline.
Is-
Borderline special, so some people say. Be forewarned by these signs of an infector. Learn to see the discontent in their eye. Most important of all, do not take blah 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 blah. Do not enmesh yourself in trying to help. Flee the infector's presence or suffer the consequences. The other side of infection is equally valid. Haha, I thought it was gonna be equality.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that wouldn't have made sense.
It
For this
wouldn't have
book,
made
though.
sense. No, like equality.
It's like wait a
What
minute.
the
You
fuck?
all this Robert Greene all of a
Nobody.
sudden got kind.
Yeah, no chance in hell. There are people who attract happiness to themselves by their good cheer, natural buoyancy, and intelligence. Oh, look at that.
Hey,
Hey,
how's it going?
They are a source.
Hey.
They are a source of pleasure. Oh,
Hey,
this guy.
this
give me a
guy.
blowjob.
Told you I'm a stripper.
And you, all right, I like that. And you must associate with them to share in the prosperity they draw upon themselves. This applies to more than your good cheer. Image, a virus unseen. A virus unseen. It and succeeds. Unseen. It and succeeds. All positive.
You know what's weird, dude? Is like, why is the image? I think the red is separate from the.
Oh,
black.
they fucked it. Okay, so they really fucked this one up.
Yeah, it looks like it, dude.
Okay, let's try to do that. Image. A virus unseen enters your pores without warning, spreading silently and slowly before you are aware of the infection. It is deep
You mean you
inside
couldn't figure that out on your own?
Well, I mean, it was skipping a line. It's weird.
I mean, literally, this is actually
I'm
what.
messing with
This
you.
is why I'm here, is to help you guys read.
They fucked this up, though.
Yeah.
That's just a
It-
dumb
it's
way
very-
of doing
it's
it. I
very-
get it's red and
it's-
black, but it's like,
It's very strange.
I read line by
I
line.
probably would have done the same.
This applies
would
more to
help
good
too.
cheer and success. All positive qualities can infect us. Talleyrand had many strange and intimidating traits. Talleyrand?
Yeah, isn't that Napoleon's guy?
Isn't that like
Didn't we talk about
Talleyrand
Yeah.
had many
Isn't he a pill
strange and intimidating traits.
Pilgar.
Most agree that he was
I thought
surpassed
you said
all
Pilgar.
Frenchmen in graciousness,
Oh, no.
aristocratic
I
charm,
slurred
and
my
wit.
word when I spoke,
Indeed,
but
he
it was-
came from one of the oldest noble families in the country, and despite his belief in democracy and the French Republic, he retained his courtly manners. His contemporary Napoleon was in many ways the opposite. A peasant from Corsica, taciturn and ungracious. Taciturn, fuck you and your fancy words. And ungracious and violent. There was no one Napoleon admired more than Talleyrand, and as best he could, he kept Talleyrand around him, having gay sex as much as he could, hoping, to soak up all the culture he lacked. Sorry, it's culture, not cum. Although it was Napoleon, you know, that guy was fucking eating the cum out of Jennings. What was her name? His wife? Who was just cocking him the whole time?
Really?
Oh, yeah. Watch the fucking crazy...
There's a documentary on it?
No, the movie. With Ridley Scott movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ridley Scott?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, with
I haven't seen
Joaquin Phoenix, right?
Yeah, well,
Okay.
he plays fucking... It's fucking good. But
Dude.
it's more like... Focus more on the battles and less on him getting cocked the whole time.
Yeah. So
Getting cocked through letters.
that probably makes
Like,
sense
I'm
now
fucking the pool boy
why
right now.
Joaquin
He's like,
Phoenix
"God
had so
damn
much
it, I'm going home."
of an issue playing that role. Like, literally, he called Ridley Scott and was like, dude, I don't
"Yo."
know what to do with this role. And Ridley Scott's like, come on over. We'll work over the script for 3 days. I wonder if that's why he's just like, I was not expecting it to be this role.
Yeah.
But didn't he read the script? What's going on here?
And he's a method actor, so how do you
Yeah.
get into that role?
Baby, you gotta cheat on me now.
That's why I invited him over for 3 days.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll break you in.
Oh.
There is no
Thinking.
doubt that Napoleon changed it as his rule continued. Many of the rough edges were smoothed by his constant association with Talleyrand. Use the positive side of emotional osmosis to advantage.
I just wanna
If, for example, you are miserly by nature, associate with the generous, and they will infect you, opening up everything that is tight and restricted in you. I didn't make that up. They actually said that last word. I'm gonna open you up, dude.
It's
If you
tight
are-
and restricted.
Yeah, dude. Like, that's just a fuck anyway. If you are gloomy, gravitate to the cheerful. If you are prone to isolation, force yourself to befriend the gregarious. Never associate with those who share your defects. They will reinforce everything that holds you back. Only create associations with positive affinities. Make this a rule of life, and you will benefit more than from all the therapy in the world, which is bullshit anyway.
Does he really say therapy in the world?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, okay.
but not the bull.
Yeah,
It
no.
is
You did that
bullshit.
yourself. So, do we have an authority on this one?
Oh, we do.
Cool.
Authority. Recognize the fortunate so that you may choose their company, and the unfortunate so that you may avoid them. Misfortune usually the crime of folly, and among those who suffer from it there is no malady more audacious. Never open up your door or your asshole to the least of misfortunes, for if you do, many others will follow and run a train on you. Do not die of another's misery. Balthazar Gracian.
I'm actually glad I'm reading the actual book on the side because the assholes you added, correct? Like,
Yeah, of course.
No,
the cum
dude.
too, man.
I know, I
guy,
knew the cum
obviously.
part, but like before that, it was
No,
something
no,
that
dude.
led into that
This-
cum, and I was
this-
like,
this-
was that actually words in the book, or
No, there's not going to be any profanity in this book. Anything that he adds like that is straight from him.
Okay.
Yes,
No.
there
Well,
were-
I don't know. They were talking
No,
about
no.
constantly.
Read the laws.
What was that? Oh shit, I can't remember. From
Yeah.
last week.
What are we doing? All right. What are we doing? What do you want to talk about? Who was
Okay.
reading? Was I reading? Was he reading?
And the campanile. A nut found itself carried by a crow to the top of a tall campanile. and by falling into a crevice, succeeded in its escaping dread fate.
It sounds like Goldmember.
I
Yeah,
can't
it does.
try to be Leonardo da Vinci. I'm
No,
like, spoiler alert.
You nailed
Yeah,
Goldmember.
yeah. Keep doing the gold member.
Gold!
I love gold.
It then besought the wall to shelter it. By
I see there is no
appealing,
pleasing you.
now I'm slowly turning into an Indian guy, I can tell. And it then would sought the wall to shelter it. By appealing to it by the grace of
Is he
God,
Pooh now?
and praising its height, and the beauty, and noble tone of its bells. Alas, it
He's
went
trying
on.
to do Da Vinci.
As I have not been able to drop beneath the green branches of my old father, and to lie in the fallow earth covered by his fallen leaves.
Did you have another Christmas party or
Yeah, right. I was just thinking,
The red is always a good time.
He did say he's committed to doing it in character.
It's just hard to hold in on Leonardo da Vinci because I've never heard him talk before.
Bro, you were all over
Wait,
the
that's
board
not
right
what you
now.
said you were going to talk
And
like
then
in
I-
the text earlier?
No, what
Oh,
he
no,
said,
no.
What he said is that he's going to read whoever the name is whose
Oh
quote
no,
it
but
is.
that book that you said, who wrote that book?
Which one?
Our next book.
Oh, Marcus Aurelius?
No.
No, Charles Bukowski.
Then I said I'm going to read it as Charles Barkley.
Yes,
That's
yes. No, but
That's terrible.
Last
That's
week
just
he
terrible.
he said, I'm going to
No.
see who quotes
It
this
went
and I'm going
on
to try
as
and
I
read it in
haven't
their
been
accent.
able to drop beneath the green branches of my old father, and to lie down. Let me ask you a question. Lie down.
Wow, dude.
It's
You just, oh my God.
Do you
dude.
at least not abandon me? When I found myself in the beak of the cruel crow, I made a vow that if I escaped, I would end my life in a little hole. Ooh. Everybody wants to die in a little hole. Anyway, at these words, the wall, moved with compassion, was content to shelter the nut in the spot where it had fallen. Within a short time, the mutt burst open. Mutt or nut? That might be nut, but they
Surprised you didn't
mud.
say butt.
The butt burst open.
No, I mean, that really, it does say mud.
Its roots reached in between the butt cheeks, the crevices of my asshole, of the stones, and began to push them apart. I mean, they're just. I mean, Leonardo's getting down right now. It shoots pressed up toward this SKE. I'm thinking that's supposed to be sky. Toward the ski. Sky.
Ski.
They soon rose
I mean, we're
above
just
the building.
improvising at this point.
And as the
He's
twisted
He's done like
roots
7
grew
different
thicker,
voices.
All right.
they began to thrust the walls
What are we
apart
going to do,
That's
though?
actually pretty
and force
Where
the
you going?
ancient
Next time I see
stones
these
from
gold
their old
glasses.
places. Then
Yeah.
the
I
wall,
wanna see
too
the
late
whole
in
lot.
vain, bewailed the cause of its own destruction, and in a short time fell in ruin. Leonardo da Vinci, 1452 to 1519.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh, my
I
bad.
thought I'm stressing Leonardo da Anus.
Well, I mean, he's working on some things.
Leonardo da
I guess we're
Vinci.
switching it up this week.
Leonardo
No, we're going the
da
other way.
Vinci.
Oh, we're wrapping around. I
Yeah,
like it.
we're wrapping around.
Perfect.
Get those glasses on, bro.
you
I want
gonna
to
hold
see
my
this.
book
Of
for me
course, my lord. Let me hold thy book for thee. How many pairs of reading glasses do you have?
3.
I knew it. I fucking knew it,
I
dude.
got a gold pair, a black pair the same as this, and then I have a larger, like, square pattern.
Oh, dude. I want to see
Well,
him
these
with
were
some
for
Coke
playing-
bottle glasses.
These were for playing Magic, so I could, like, just keep them low and...
He's just like, I've got an attack coming for you.
Law 11.
Law 11.
Law 11.
Learn to keep people dependent on you.
Through heroin.
Oh.
Shit.
Ooh.
Judgment.
It's not good, is what it is. That's what I judge on that statement. Jesus.
To maintain your independence, you must always be needed and wanted. The more you are relied on, the more freedom you have. Make people depend on you for their happiness and prosperity, and you have nothing to fear. Never teach them enough so that they can do without you.
Wow.
The keys to power. The ultimate power is the power to get people to do as you wish. When you can do this without having to force people or hurt them, when they are willingly grant you what you desire, then your power is untouchable. The best way to achieve this position is to create a relationship of dependence. The master requires your services.
Bring it in, buddy.
He is weak or unable to function without you. You have enmeshed yourself in his work so deeply. I'm having last week flashbacks.
Yeah, I do. This is going to be happening a lot. Hey, at least you don't have dementia.
Well,
Oh man, that is, I would never wish
Yeah.
that on anyone.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
like
yeah.
one of the worst ways.
it's
to
coming.
go.
Dude,
it's
we're all
terrible.
getting it.
Yeah, I
Just
mean-
sit down here like that.
Yeah.
Just we all get dementia down here. Yeah,
20 years later, we're still down here reading books. That's
Wow, they
hilarious.
can still read.
Sounds like
Good
job
for them.
security.
Yeah, right.
Oh, where was I? Oh, you have enmeshed yourself in his work so deeply that doing away with you would bring him great difficulty, or at least would mean valuable time lost in training another to replace you. Once such a relationship is established, you have the upper hand, the leverage to make the master do as you wish. It is the classic case of the man behind the throne, the servant of the king who actually controls the king. Interesting. Do not be one of the many who mistakenly believe that the ultimate form of power is independence. Power involves a relationship between people. You will always need others as allies, pawns, or even as weak masters who serve as your front.
This goes
Kind
out-
of sounds like government.
This goes out to all the independent women, dude.
Side note, there was 3 hyphenated words in that
Oh, yeah?
paragraph, and I nailed
You can
everything.
tell.
You got him,
We
buddy?
can tell. We
You
heard it.
got him?
We heard it. You fucking
Gold glasses. You might get a gold star, too.
Yeah.
My IQ goes up at least 10 points as soon as I put these.
Yeah, but you hate the word erudite.
Exactly.
How dare you?
But he's dressed like an erudite, dude.
You're right.
You're wearing animal.
Hey, you know, it's Christmas next week, and I felt like a snowflake.
was cute. That was
I'll try
cute.
not to offend you, okay, babe? Back to the book.
Yes, I'm offended.
Shut up.
If you create no need for yourself, then you will be done away with at the first opportunity. Someone younger, fresher, less expensive, less threatening will replace you. Do not take such a chance. Make others dependent on you. To get rid of you might to get rid of you. Oh wait, there we go. Sorry. To get rid of you might spell disaster, and your master dares not tempt fate by finding out. Fuck around and find out.
A couple hyphens right there, huh?
There are many ways to obtain such a position. No, I just stumbled over my
Murder.
words.
Murder is
happens.
how one of the.
That's because I was talking shit how I
Let's
nailed
list
that
off-
other
let's
one.
list
and
off
then-
the
Yeah.
rest.
Look what
Well,
happens.
That's what
man.
happens.
You're tripping
I should
yourself
say
up.
less.
Hey, that was your law too.
Shouldn't speak my intentions of nailing these hyphenated words.
It's okay. You're getting better, little buddy. You're getting better, little buddy. You too, fella.
Nah, dude.
Nah, you're like, I'm not
Actively.
trying to get better. You're like, I want to be
Actively.
worse.
I want to be worse. Yeah, dude.
I want to be the worst.
I will be the worst. Promise you.
Foremost among them is to possess a talent and creative skill that simply
Look at
cannot
my
be
dog.
replaced.
Give my dog a bone. So that I can between yes.
Yes.
You do not have to be a genius. You do have to have a skill that sets you apart from the crowd.
Pull my penis out of my
You
pocket.
should create a situation in which you can always latch onto another master or patron while
my
your
talent.
master cannot easily find another servant with your particular talent.
See?
So are you a stripper then?
No, there's no naked. You don't get to see the tube for free. Wait, I think that
Well,
does
that's
make,
it, right.
that
That's what
makes me a
strippers
stripper.
do. You
Yeah,
gotta pay
okay.
for that shit.
Maybe I'm a stripper for the fellas. They
Hey,
pay
as
more.
long as it's for the fellas.
Those guys pay more, man.
They do.
I'm not spreading my butt cheeks for less than $3.50, dude. And I will accept quarters.
I mean, seriously?
That's $3.
Yeah.
$3.50.
About
Yeah, whoa,
$3.50.
whoa! I'm not a goddamn high roller here.
I'm about $3.50.
I know my worth,
They
Did you
call
steak
for
snap?
and I will
ABC?
accept no less.
slide it through your butt crack.
Oh my God, it's like that Simpsons episode.
No, I think that was Family Guy.
Quagmire.
Yeah.
Do you tape discover? Yeah, just slide it between my butt cheeks. I get one of those RFID chips just implanted into my ass or whatever, so they can. It's like, oh no, actually you don't have to swipe it. You just tap it.
Just tapping your ass.
Just tap it right on my,
Just
right
tapping
above
your-
my butt cheeks.
Tapping your ass to pay
Actually,
you.
you're gonna have to spread the cheeks. It's in the hole. A little
Tapping
bit.
your ass to play
Right
you.
next to
Tapping
the
your ass to pay
crinkle. The crinkles are that little fucking. You get it.
you. Yeah, we talked about the folds of your ass last week.
Yeah. It's gonna be a reoccurring theme, I think. We
Unreal.
talked about the folds of your ass last week. I'm happy you said that. It's worth it. It's all worth it.
Dude, I still got your butt cheek on my hand.
Yeah,
probably.
forever.
Oh, I forgot about
that's
that.
forever. That's forever.
All right,
Grease.
back to reading before you forget where you're at.
Oh, I know where I'm at.
Oh, yeah?
And if, in reality,
Yeah, remember he doesn't
you're
know.
not actually indispensable, you must find a way to make it look as if you are. Having the appearance of specialized knowledge and skill gives you leeway in your ability to deceive those above you into thinking they cannot do without you. Henry Kissinger managed to survive the many bloodlettings that went on in the Nixon White House, not because he was the best diplomat Nixon could find. There were other fine negotiators, and not because the two men got along so well. They did not, nor did they share their beliefs and politics. Kissinger survived because he entrenched himself in so many areas of the political structure that to do away with him would lead to chaos.
He was like a fucking Bond villain.
Henry Kissinger? Yeah.
dude.
He got himself involved in so many aspects and departments of the administration that his involvement became a card in his hand. It also made him many allies. If you can arrange such a position for yourself, getting rid of you becomes dangerous. All sorts of independencies will unravel.
Is he still alive?
No, but the next line is one last warning. One last warning.
Ugh.
Be warned.
One last warning. Listen up.
Do not imagine that your master's dependence on you will make him love you. In fact, he may resent and fear you. But, as Machiavelli said, it is better to be feared than loved. Fear you can control. Love, never.
Is that Tupac?
Depending on an emotion, as subtle and changeable as love or friendship, will only make you insecure.
Child.
Better to have others
Fruit is
depend
being
on you out of fear of the consequences of losing you than out of love of your company. Oh, we are going into the red, folks.
Bobby the Tangio, 1948.
You're going backwards, bro.
I was just making sure there was nothing on
I
the first
hope there's
page,
one of
bro.
these events that just goes,
I'm on 11.
What is
There's
this
nothing
Mario?
red here, so I'm reading the red.
I thought, but we generally do the image and the authority first.
Yeah, it doesn't
What do you
matter.
mean?
It's all red.
We generally do that first and then go back and do these.
This
That's
guy's
all I'm
got-
saying.
Oh, we
Format.
do?
Just gotta
Format.
Oh,
I'm just
I
saying
thought we started
consistency.
from the front. Who was
Nope.
doing that?
Front to
We've
back,
been
side to side.
we have been doing that every single episode. Well, no, we didn't do it the first episode. We started doing it the second episode. We did it the same way the third episode.
I don't know
This
if I
is
did it that
episode
way.
4.
I don't think I did it that way last
No,
time. But
boy.
I guess in
I'm
order to
doing
keep
research.
repetition
You know what, man? We're
that I
gonna
wasn't
see-
aware of.
Holy crap! He might
Put it
have
in the-
dementia.
Put it in the comments if this guy's got dementia. If you want this guy
Give
to
us
get
a like if you.
yeah,
If
give this guy a like.
Yes.
Give us a
Give
thumbs
us a
up.
like if you think he's mouthy and
Donate.
gives us dementia.
Donate to Hollywood's Alzheimer's Fund.
Imagine vines with many thorns. Below the roots grow deep and wide. Above the vines push through bushes and twine themselves around the trees and poles and window ledges. To get rid of them would cost such toil and blood, it's easier to let them climb.
A lot of pushing and thrusting in this episode.
Hey, we have those, that scratching going on.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
is it-
The fruit is being scratched.
Child.
Yeah, fruit.
That child will never escape.
Authority! Make people depend on you. More is to be gained from such dependence than courtesy. He who has slacked his thirst immediately turns his back on the well, no longer needing it. When dependence disappears, so does civility and decency and then respect. The first lesson which experience should teach you is to keep hope alive but never satisfied. Keep even a royal patron ever in need of you. Balthazar Gratian. The two horses.
Oh, the horses or whores?
The two horses.
Ah, too bad. I thought this was gonna be cool.
Well, you'll be happy to know the 2 horses were carrying 2 loads.
Yes.
Yes.
You just got good again.
The front horse went well,
Uh-oh.
but the rear horse was lazy.
Just dick
It just
dragging.
sounds like bad sex.
Yeah, just dick dragging like, I don't fucking even care.
The men began to pile the rear horse's
Jesus.
load
What is going on here? And this is what the book is saying.
Just
on the front horse. When they had transferred it all to the rear horse, found it easy going, and he said to the front horse, "Toil and sweat. The more you try, the more you have to suffer." When they reached the tavern, the owner said, "Why should I fodder 2 horses when I carry all on one? I had better give that one all the food it wants, and cut the throat of the other. At least I shall have the hide." And so he did.
Who is that? Who is that?
That's Fables. It says Fables, Leo.
Oh, Fables.
Tolstoy.
Leo Tolstoy.
Tolstoy.
Yeah, because
Oh, is that where Fable came from?
Fables, Leo Tolstoy.
Fables is his book,
Oh.
or a story that he wrote.
1828 to 1910.
Oh, that guy's not even that old. Tell him to shut up.
Okay, and the last red.
I think he's dead. So he's not
Wake him
talking
up, dude.
anymore.
I don't understand that.
I guess we're talking for him. Wake him up. Tell him to shut up.
Wake him up, dude. God.
What do you got? You got another?
Sick and
you got
tired of
another-
Last line.
You got,
Last line.
you got
guys.
another
Can
Niccolo
we-
Machiavelli
can
for me?
Can we make it?
No.
I think
No.
we can do it. I do
No.
have another Machiavelli for you.
Yes!
actually.
Excellent.
Yes.
Where is it?
Nicoli.
Oh.
Nicolio.
Oh.
Niccolo.
Niccolo. Some fucking.
Machiavelli.
Macklebar.
What is it?
He's the guy who said the end justifies the means.
Can't say that name when you're dressed like that.
Thus, a wise prince will think of ways to keep his citizens of every sort, under every circumstance, dependent on the state and on him. And then they will always be trustworthy.
No, they won't. Wild to assume that.
I'm
No.
gonna disarm you
Somehow.
of everything that's important to you
Tie yourself up.
with how I conduct myself. Is essentially what Law 12 is telling you
You're
to
gonna
do.
duct tape your butt
Wait,
cheeks
starting
open.
without me?
Get in here, kid.
We'll start over.
I haven't even started. I actually what I did is I did a paraphrase on what the law says. Not the same thing.
I'll keep this in the shot.
Get in here, kiddo. Are you in? Are you in? Are you in? Are you guys in or are you not? You're either on the bus or you're off the bus.
I'm in the back of the bus, dude.
Law 12.
I'm on the short bus.
Use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim.
Yeah, dude.
Judgment. One sincere and honest move will cover over dozens of dishonest ones.
Let me see that.
Open-hearted gestures of
Disarm.
honesty and generosity bring down the guard of even the most suspicious people. Once your selective honesty opens a hole in their armor, you can deceive and manipulate them at will. A timely gift, a Trojan horse, will serve the same purpose.
All right.
Diabolical.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, keys to power. The essence of deception is distraction. Distracting the people you want to deceive gives you the time and space to do something they won't notice.
Professional sports.
Oh. By the way, I won second place in that
Oh,
ugly sweater contest.
who'd you lose to? Who'd you
This
lose
is
to?
my buddy who wore all the bullshit. Well, he had like, he got the chick vote
Oh, okay.
because he had like actual. He just had a regular sweater, but they dashed a bunch of shit to it.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
so we had like a legit.
He had like
Fella did some cool
crap,
stuff.
but it's like yeah, he just had it laying around and he just like put more shit on there.
No.
And I'm like, oh, he's like, I'm gonna win. I'm like, probably,
yeah,
you're
because he
you're
made
getting
it.
the
Yeah.
chick vote.
The essence of deception is distraction. Distracting the people you want to deceive gives you the time and space to do something they won't notice. An act of kindness, generosity, or honesty is the most powerful form of distraction because it disarms other people's suspicions. It turns them into children, eagerly lapping up any kind of affectionate gesture. In ancient China, this was called giving before you take. The giving makes it hard for the other person to notice the taking. It is a device with infinite practical
real-
uses. Brazenly taking something from someone is dangerous, even for the powerful. The victim will plot revenge. It is also dangerous simply to ask for what you need, no matter how politely. Unless the other person sees some gain for themselves, they may come to resent your neediness.
Yeah.
Learn to give before you take. It softens the ground, takes the bite out of a future request, or simply creates a distraction.
You gotta give the pussy before you take the pussy? Is that what you're saying?
That's your annotation. And the giving can take many forms. An actual gift, a generous act, a kind favor, an honest admission, whatever it takes.
Nice, dude.
Anything?
I like it.
Okay.
Pepe Le Pew wrote that?
Yeah, right, dude, of course.
Sometimes you just have to take the
Oh
pussy.
my God, dude.
Well, I mean, as I'm listening to that, what it says to me is I try to, when I think of it and I apply it to myself, like, I always, like, try to do a good job and do good work, and, you know, and it gets,
So,
you know, you achieve that
right.
through just doing that regardless.
I'm going to go one step further. This is a tactic in marketing, okay? When you are introducing yourself to somebody, especially in a professional atmosphere, you always offer something to them before you ask them for
Oh,
something.
yeah, absolutely.
So it's kind of the idea that you give a favor because you know you're going to get a favor.
Here's a pen. Can I buy your child?
You already have one locked upstairs.
Yeah, I know. Her nails are getting too
At least
long,
you give it
too.
fruit.
Yeah, right. She's scratching the fruit.
Its nails are getting too long.
Selective honesty is best employed on your first encounter with someone. We are all creatures of habit, and our first impressions last a long time. If someone believes you are honest at the start of your relationship, it takes a lot to convince them otherwise. This gives you room to maneuver.
We should start doing, like, shameless plugs, like, and every kiss begins with K. And then get a sponsor from K Jewelers. How
Yeah.
cool would that be, dude?
Every kiss begins with K.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we did that already. We were already brought to you by Ketamine. I mean,
My man. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's ketamine.
Maybe it's. God damn it, that's good. Oh shit.
A single act of honesty is often not enough. What is required is a reputation for honesty, built on a series of acts, but these can be quite inconsequential. Once this reputation is established, as with first impressions, it is hard to shake.
It is.
We're doing China again, bro.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Chickadee China?
The Chinese chicken,
China.
you have a drumstick and your brain stops ticking.
Watch the next files when the lights on. The lights on. Put the smoke ends to this one.
Forget the caffeine latte, screw the raspberry iced tea.
That's not the same song.
No, it's a different one. That's alcohol.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say. I thought you knew another song by the Bare Naked Ladies.
do. That is alcohol by the Bare Naked Ladies.
No, fuck you.
I
They
love
didn't-
you.
They didn't make any other songs,
than they
dude.
did the week
I had the album, but it was
before.
just that song on repeat.
All right. In
ESPN.
that was pretty good, though, dude. Bro,
Trust me, I get that song stuck in my head
he's done
all
like
the time.
You've done like 7 or 8 voices today.
Do you like the Blues Travelers?
Oh, dude, the fish who farted. He says in that song that I'm the fish who farted. Except he probably doesn't say that. But growing up, I really thought he said a fish who farted. My parents were like, he didn't fucking say that. And I'm like, he did.
In ancient China, Duke Wu of Shang decided it was time to take
duke?
over.
He's a duke.
He's a duke.
Get the
He's
fuck
a
out of
duke.
here.
Oh,
How is he a duke?
It was
He's not
time
a
to take over
Chao.
the increasingly powerful kingdom of Hu.
Who? Whose
Hugh.
kingdom was it?
Hugh. Yes.
Who?
It's like that thing. It's like HU.
Is he on
Hugh.
first or second?
Telling no one of his plan, he married his daughter to Hugh's ruler. He then called a council
Whose ruler?
and asked, who's?
Whose ruler was it? Just answer me. I'm just dying to know.
We don't have a ruler.
I'm trying to get through this, boys. You giving up on me that easy?
No, dude.
You're like, Hugh's just too fun.
It's too good.
He then called a council and asked his ministers, I am considering a military campaign. Which country should we invade? Oh, yeah.
China.
As he had expected, one of his ministers replied, "Who should be
That's the
invaded?"
craziest Chinese accent
This
I've ever heard.
duke seemed angry and said, "Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a sister state now.
Chinese
Why do
Randy
you
Savage.
suggest invading her?"
This is some high level.
He had the minister executed for his impolitic remark.
Oh, I thought impotence.
The ruler of Hu heard about this, and considering other tokens of Wu's honesty and the marriage with his daughter, he took no precautions to defend himself
I
from
get it.
Shang.
You're happy, but
A
quit cheering.
few
Wu,
weeks
all right?
later, Shang forces swept through Hu
Shang?
and took the country, never to relinquish it.
Oh,
Shang
damn,
who?
dude. Chang?
Wow, guys,
That was good.
that was delicious.
I'll have a,
Yeah.
I'll have a
Yeah,
general. What about?
Yeah.
Was that a quote from General Tsao?
Wait, it's not General So?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, okay.
It's
Right.
delicious.
Well, I'm just thinking about food now.
Pretty sure he
now
does
I'm
it.
thinking about fried rice and chicken.
General So? General Tsao?
Okay. Honesty is one of the best ways to
Like a
disarm
tomato
the
and
wary,
tomato.
but it is not the only one. Any kind of noble, apparently selfless act will serve. Perhaps the best such act, though, is one of generosity.
Self-sucking.
Few people can resist a gift, even from the most hardened enemy,
Oh,
which is
dude.
why it is often the perfect way to disarm people.
That's all I need is one.
A gift brings out the child in us, instantly lowering our defenses.
He hardened the enemy there.
Although we often view other people's actions in the most cynical light, we rarely see the Machiavellian element of a gift, which quite often hides ulterior motives. A gift is the perfect object in which to hide a deceptive move. You motherfucker, you're in my lights.
Oh, my bad. I'm playing 40 chess here.
Yeah, dude, I'm
being
seeing this.
Machiavellian over here, right?
Seeing this, dude. That's what you think, Machiavellian.
I'm being Macklemorian over here.
Macklemorian. Or Don Juan.
That's where you make
Being
shitty
the
music.
Mandalorian over
That's
here.
where you make shitty music and have shitty takes for 2 years and then go away.
All right,
Being
all right,
Macklemorian.
all right. The wow,
He thought he
Wow.
was gay because he cleaned his room.
you already went through this. Come on,
The
man.
guy sucks.
I
dude.
mean, isn't he the guy who did like the thrift shop thing? Anyways, this tactic must be practiced with caution. If people see through it, their disappointed feelings of gratitude and warmth will become the most violent hatred and distrust.
Ooh, yeah, bud, chill.
That's right.
Unless you can make the gesture seem sincere and heartfelt.
Yeah.
Do not play with fire.
Yeah, don't pull your penis out
Unless you can
unless you mean it.
seem to make it.
Oh yeah, no, it's devious.
Yeah, no, it really is. Like, I mean, like, essentially what it means is, like, you know, it kind of, it seems to me like what the law is saying is to identify somebody that you can get something from or develop a beneficial relationship for yourself and then make an introduction and instead of it just kind of being a genuine, authentic thing. But, like, that's also, like, business, right? Like, you're just out there, like, introducing yourself to companies. You're like, this is what I can do for you. This is what I want you to do for me.
Yeah.
So I mean, once again, darkness and light. It's how you apply the laws.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still sinister and malicious as fuck.
It's sinister, yeah.
All right, let's get to the image, and you're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one. We had some foreshadowing going on. Image, the Trojan horse. Your guile is hidden inside a magnificent. Yeah,
buddy.
damn, dude, I finally did it.
You're the guy who knows how to read.
No, dude. I'm average at best.
You didn't even have he did.
Your guile is hidden inside a magnificent gift that proves irresistible to your opponent. The walls open. Once inside, wreak havoc. Authority. You're gonna love this, dude. When
dude.
Duke Sign of
What's up, dude?
Shin was about to raid you,
Ooh.
he represented to them a jade and a team of horses.
And he said,
You had
"Hold
about
on,
10
child.
horses.
Yeah.
Cholong chi."
When Earl Chi was about to raid
See?
Shiuyu,
Chi.
he
I
presented
got
to
part
them
of it right.
grand chariots. Hence the saying, when you were about to take, you should give.
Yeah.
Han Fai Zhu, Chinese philosopher, 3rd century BC.
Han Fai
Also,
Zhu.
I want to make an amendment. It wasn't represented. It was presented or presented. Yeah, I
He
made
likes
that
to
mistake.
give and take.
All right, guys, we're going through the quotes. Ooh. Oh, I got a nice long one, boys. Francesco.
Bum, bum.
Yay. You know, I mean, For $3,500.
Whoa. They got a surgery for that now?
I'll catch you on Black Friday next year.
Yeah, right.
What happens to something black? Doctor! Fuck, man! Why'd you make it black?
Are you having a New Year's sale?
He just spray paints it up and adds 3 inches.
All right.
Doc, it's
Francesco Giuseppe Borri of Milan, whose death in 1695 fell just within the 17th century, was a forerunner of that special type of charlatanical adventurer, the courtier or cavalier impostor, or impostor.
Impastor.
His real period of glory began after he moved to Amsterdam.
Woof.
There he assumed the title of Medico Universal, maintained a great retinue, and drove about in a coach with 6 horses. Patients streamed to him, and some invalids had themselves carried in sedan chairs all the way from Paris to his place in Amsterdam.
Quote, what's an invalid?
It's essentially somebody who their body doesn't work.
Oh, okay. Not a vagabond? Different than a vagabond?
No,
Okay.
it would be a person.
So I didn't think you were an invalid. That's good.
Yeah, right. like that would essentially be if like my legs were in operation.
It sounds way worse though, like infidel.
Yeah.
Like he's an invalid.
Yeah.
Kill all the invalids.
They've actually literally, dude. Like that's actually been presented as a theory in the past.
To do that?
Yeah, it's fucked up, man. More stuff. Borri took no payment for his consultations. He distributed great sums among the poor and was never known to receive any money through the post or bills of exchange. As he continued to live with such splendor, nevertheless, it was presumed that he possessed the philosopher's stone.
Oh shit.
Oh, we're into alchemy now.
It's just made out of piss, dude. It's disgusting.
Lead to gold.
Yeah, right, dude. But it's also turning dreams into reality.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
gold
okay.
will do that for you.
Well, yeah, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. It's great.
It's not bad. I like that.
Suddenly, this benefactor disappeared from Amsterdam. Then it was discovered that he had taken with him money and diamonds that had been placed in his charge. Greta de Francesco, the Power of the Charlatan, 1939.
So he disappeared from Amsterdam, huh?
Yeah, well, he started in Paris.
That nightlife will suck you in.
Right.
Chew you up and spit you
Well,
out.
essentially what he did is, I guess he was just giving people consultations and shit, and people eventually trusted him, and they gave him stuff, and once he had enough of their stuff, he was like, deuces, and disappeared.
That's just having a business.
Yeah, right. That's going bankrupt these days. It's going bankrupt these days. When asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. All right, we got a banger coming up next week. Thanks for being here. Peace.
Don't pull your penises out at a Christmas party.
Wrong show.
Ah, it's the same
He
show.
just wanted to slap hit.
Yeah,
wrong
dude.
side. He
I
just
just
wanted to
wanted-
slap his belly.
Get that in there, buddy. Come on. Come on. Boswick. He's like, nah, we're done.
Nah, we're done.
No, we'll do it.
Nah, we'll do it.
Spotlight on the belly slap.
That's funny, dude.